You're watching Times XP. My name is Rityatri, and we are going to talk about a moment when words start sounding like weapons, and the whole world knows what usually follows next. Aboard Air Force One, Donald Trump delivers a warning that lands like a thunderclap. He says Iran's leadership is crossing a red line now, not drifting close, not testing the edges, crossing it. And then comes the sentence everybody is listening for. The US military, Trump says, is studying very strong options, not diplomatic notes, not quiet pressure, options. So, what changed? The streets of Iran. Across the country, protests are spreading really fast. Anger over inflation, anger over shortages, anger over a system many Iranians say no longer listens. And now the numbers are terrifying. Reports claim the death toll, it has surged to 544 people, civilians, protesters, lives lost during a brutal crackdown. In fact, US President Donald Trump directly links the two. He says the killing cannot be ignored. He says that the world cannot look away, and he suggests that Tehran is daring Washington to respond now. Well, this is not a casual talk. Trump had earlier warned Iran about a red line. He never spelled it out clearly, but now he signals that it might have been crossed. But what does this very strong option really mean? That is the question that is keeping the capitals awake tonight. It could mean harsher sanctions. It could mean cyber operations, maybe. It could mean covert moves too. Or wait, most dangerous. It can mean something that is related to war, a direct military action, strikes, US troops moving closer. Now here, Iran understands this language, and so does the entire region. The Gulf is crowded with US bases. American ships patrol nearby waters. Every move, it is being watched. And at the very same time, Iran's leadership feels cornered. Pressure from the streets, pressure from the economy, pressure from outside powers here. History tells us that this is not a volatile mix. Internal unrest plus external threats often lead to escalation, and sometimes by design, sometimes by mistake. Trump's warning is meant to deter, to force Tehran to pull back, to stop the bloodshed, but deterrence only works if both the sides step back. And right now, neither side looks ready to blink. Well, the world has seen this movie before, right? Strong words, rising deaths, military option on the table. But the difference this time? The clock is ticking faster, the rhetoric is sharper, and the cost of miscalculation, it is enormous. One wrong move, one misread signal, and this standoff could shift from warnings to the warfare. For now, the message from Washington is clear. The red line matters here. Well, Donald Trump says that Iran is running out of room. What happens next will decide whether this crisis cools or maybe, just maybe, explodes further.